Fact is, people who stop smoking are happier. It's been proven, and it can start to work within weeks.
If you take studies where they've looked at, several hundred people that have smoked, that have quit, and that haven't quit, they have found that those that quit had self-reported feelings of feeling more happy, less symptoms of depression and stress at 4 to 6 weeks after quitting smoking.
The good news is, it doesn't matter how long you've smoked for or how many times you've tried to quit. Being addicted to nicotine tricks your brain into thinking that smoking is the only thing that eases stress and anxiety, when really, it steals our happiness.
Our research in the South East Smoke-Free Alliance and lots of our research has shown that if we speak to people that smoke, quite often they know that it affects their health, they know the negative impact of smoking, and it's on their cigarette packets these days, but they'll say, I need smoking because that's the only thing that helps my stress. I have a lot of stress in my life, and smoking helps stress. And when you look at our high prevalence groups, like people in society that do smoke more than general population, they are people that have quite a lot of stress in their lives, and they think that smoking helps that stress. It's a common myth. I hear it all the time, and it's not true, because what smoking actually does, that nicotine and those chemicals with that nicotine in that cigarette that are being held into the lungs and then straight into the brain, they actually set off what we call the fight or flight response. So that is our neurotransmitters and the chemicals in our brain, that their job way back in time was to tell us that there's a predator like a bear coming and we need to run, or we need to hide, we need to fight that bear. And if that's in a short burst, that's great, fine, let's run away from the danger. Like if you're in immediate danger, your heart starts to pump, get away from that danger. But if that's over time, chronically, that causes what we call chronic stress and chronic anxiety. So by smoking, you are creating that chronic stress, that chronic anxiety. You're creating that physical feeling of anxiety, heart racing, sweating, feeling that kind of I feel really anxious. And again, what has your brain learned that stops that? Having a cigarette.
But by quitting, your amazing brain starts to relearn how to produce dopamine, your happy hormone, all on its own. A happier, calmer, less stressed you is just a few weeks away. For free support today, visit quittogetherlivebetter.com.